The world's worst boxing equipment. Avoid at all costs. Hello and welcome to Fit to Box channel. I'm Coach Simon, and here on Fit to Box channel I bring you all things boxing equipment. I normally do reviews. Today is the world's worst boxing gear. Okay, so I'm going to list through all of the gear that when I see somebody bring into the gym, I actually cringe when I see it, and also there's some stuff in here that I haven't actually used but I can tell is absolutely rubbish from what I can see online. Okay, so I need to point out that this is individual items only. So if I don't like something from a particular brand, I'm not saying that the brand is absolutely rubbish, because some of these brands do some fantastic gear. These actual specific items is what I'm referring to in this video. So let's kick off with the first item, and that is the Fighting Sports full face head guard. I cannot believe this head guard. Unbelievable. Look at the vision. Rubbish. If you have a head guard, what you want is you want to have as much vision as possible. With a face bar head guard in the first place, that's already restricting your vision. And Fighting Sports have decided to put two big lumps right in front of your vision. So if you're looking down for any punches, body punches or anything, you cannot see because of the head guard. That's going to mean that you are going to get punched more. It also is a big head guard, so again, a bigger target. So when it comes to this head guard here, it's going to get you punched more because it's so big, and also you're not going to be able to see the punches coming because they have blocked your vision. Okay, the next one is Boil and Bite £1.99 gum shields. Okay, you have got to protect your teeth. Some people, they would spar without a gum shield. I don't know why, I can never understand it. And so what they do is they go to the shop, they have a look around, they look at the gum shields that are £10 and £15 and £20, and they decide, I'm going to spend a £1.99 on a gum shield. Absolutely ridiculous. These are the worst protection for your teeth that you can get. Yes, they're only a couple of pounds, but how valuable are your teeth to you? My advice, when anybody ever gets a gum shield, is spend at least £10 to £20 on a much better standard of gum shield than this, because this is absolutely ridiculous. Why would you only spend £2 on your teeth? Next up is the Everlast Elite face bar head guard. I've done a video on this. This was the one where the bar was actually pressing on my nose like that and I couldn't speak. And any time you got punched, you just would have been smashed in the face. The head guard was actually more damaging than the other person's punches. Absolutely ridiculous head guard, not very well made, not very well designed. I cut the one up that I had, and I'm glad I did, because I wouldn't have even given that away to my worst enemy. It was absolutely shocking, and for that reason, it's in this list. If you see this head guard, and Everlast have a great way of making things look nice, yellow here, little tags here, little logos there, avoid, avoid, avoid. Okay, so this is about generic groin guards, okay? And in particular, when I've seen people come to the gym to spar and they've got a groin guard on that actually sits here. It's that badly designed that it doesn't sit at the navel, it actually sits much higher. Okay, ridiculous. You see them sometimes when in winning fake groin guards, whereby, yeah, they've put the winning logo on, but they haven't copied the winning design in any way, and the groin guard is massive. So it's up here, and when you spar it, it is ridiculous, it is uncomfortable, but also it is protecting your body, not your groin. The Sparbar head guard. Now, Sparbar, the punching bar the spinning punching bar that you punch, great bit of equipment. This head guard, however, is not. The vision is like you're inside a post box. What they've done is they've severely limited your vision with this head guard. With this head guard, it's big, and also you're looking through a slot, which is going to mean you are going to get punched even more. I cannot understand why any company would authorise a design like that. Absolutely ridiculous. Face bars, notorious for people when it comes to they don't like them because of the vision. in this one, it makes it even worse than a normal face bar headguard, and some people can't even get on with those. With this one, I think you're going to get some claustrophobia with this one. Oh my God. It's the Everlast stretchy hand wraps. I did a video on these, and these are the Flexicool. These are the ones that you stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch and stretch, and they just keep on stretching. Really uncomfortable. Because they keep stretching, you end up with not 4.5 meters of wrap, you end up with about 9 meters of wrap. Makes it absolutely massive. The material that you use means that it doesn't even sit well on your hands, and because it's elastic, it really pinches on the hand the whole time. The amount of people that spend good money, probably 15 or 20 pounds on these, is unbelievable. They come in, again, they've been seduced by the Everstretch technology and also the look of them and also the packaging, but they've been conned because these are, in my opinion, the worst hand wraps in the world. Cleto Reyes with an absolutely shocking headguard. They do two headguards. They do one that's a pointed one. I really love that. I used to have that as my sparring headguard. Loved that headguard. This one, absolute joke. You've got a bar that juts out like half a wheel in front of your face. It sticks right out like there. Okay, so even the person out in front of you that's got the worst uppercuts is still going to be able to land this on your head because you'll get your chin out the way, but they'll still catch this massive bar that's in front of you. Why they have chosen to put a big massive round bar at the front of that headguard in that way, I have no idea. I would never recommend this headguard to anyone, and when you look at how expensive it is as well, oh my God. Anybody that buys this, I would be crying, absolutely crying. Also, when I've looked at sort of different pictures of these and I've seen them in real life, sometimes it's a smaller gap in the actual vision, sometimes it's a bigger gap. But either way, you're going to get hit because of that big massive hoop, a hula hoop at the front of your face. Why would you want that? Cotton. Herringbone hand wraps. These are the wraps that there used to be about before the Mexican stretch hand wraps. And these are the ones where they're just cotton. There's no stretch in them. You put them on, they don't lay down on your hand very well. They don't give you a comfortable hand wrap. And also you see people, they put them on, and they take their gloves off at the end of the session, and the hand wrap all comes off as well. Herringbone, cotton, avoid them like the plague. Go for your 4.5 meter Mexican stretch, much better, much more comfortable. Herringbone. Ooh. Oh my God, on a daily basis on Instagram, I get bombarded by companies that send me messages. Oh sir, I can make you these gloves, I can make you them gloves, and it's all based around winning fakes and grant fakes. Let me tell you, they've just put the badges on rubbish gloves. That's it. You're not going to think, oh yeah, I'm going to buy this glove for £50, £100, and it's going to be exactly the same as a winning. It's absolute fiction. All they've done is stuck a logo on it. It's a bit like getting a turd and putting a logo on it. It's no different. Don't be seduced by the fact that they've tried to make it look like it. It's not. It's just a turd with glitter on. Up. Oh my God, what are they? Cleto Reyes boots. I love Cleto Reyes gloves. But who designed them? And were they for Forrest Gump? Honestly, what a hideous pair of boxing boots. Absolutely disgusting. They look like orthopaedic shoes for people that got stuff wrong with their feet, let alone boxers. I think I had a pair of school shoes that looked just like that. To be fair, anybody that buys them needs their head looking at. And I did have a couple of viewers that said to me, could you review a pair? If you think I'm spending my money on that rubbish, you've got another thing coming. To these. And these are like your low-level, cheap gloves. Okay, normally when somebody starts boxing, they go to a Sports Direct, or I believe it's called a Dick's store in USA. They go there. Anyway, they get some cheap gloves, and they normally end up with something like this Everlast Pro Style, or Lonsdale do a similar glove to that, or even a Lonsdale Contender. These are the gloves that are sort of, you know, they reckon that they should be £25, but they're always on offer at about £6.99 or £9.99. The reason for that is they're complete trash. Okay, these are no better than kids' sort of gloves that you would buy for a 3-year-old. They're absolutely rubbish. You couldn't use them for sparring. You could use them on the bag, but you're probably going to end up hurting your hands. You should not, even if someone buys you these for Christmas, you should not wear them. unbelievably, Cleto Reyes have appeared in this list again. Okay, now I'm not digging Cleto Reyes out, but I have to say, I can see they're trying to improve stuff, but some of the stuff that they're bringing out ain't improving at all. In fact, I think they really need to have a look at their design team, in particular their customisation team. Now, customisation of gear is big now. People are coming out with amazing stuff for boots, for gloves, for head guards, for whole sets. Some of the stuff that's coming out is just mind-blowing. Cleto Reyes customisation is something else. It reminds me of the sort of customisation that you may have got in the 80s. We're now in 2024. We're a bit out of date when it comes to some of these. Let me show you an example. So you could have on your gloves, your £220 Cleto Reyes gloves, you could have an anchor. Or you could have an eagle. Or, how about this one? A nuclear sign. Brilliant. Okay, or, these are my two favourites, a chili. Or you can have a paper plane. Brilliant. I don't know what drugs they are having in Cleto Reyes, but why on earth would anybody want a chili or a paper plane or an anchor on their Cleto Reyes gloves? Honestly, you are instantly reducing the value of your gloves from £220 to £2.20. So, that would have been the end of my list. But today, I was looking at Instagram and who should pop up? But Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, and what's he wearing? He's wearing this. What is that on his forehead? I'll tell you what it is. It's a flap that is from the top of the headguard that Everlast have done that goes over the top. But it actually, as you can see from the photo, it's sticking out like a massive target on his forehead. Why on earth would anybody design a headguard that would mean that you're going to get punched even when the punch is about to miss your head? You put a big lump on the front of the forehead just to make sure the glove doesn't miss your head. Absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe that Anthony Joshua has put that on. I can't believe that the people around him, when he put it on, didn't say, Anthony, that looks really stupid, absolutely rubbish, chuck that in the bin. I can't believe that the 1910 headguard, so it's supposed to be like a traditional headguard, I think this is a big thing where, with tradition, some things are best left alone. If I was in that tradition and I wanted to go old school, I certainly wouldn't be putting something on that's going to mean that I'm going to get punched in the head even more. Literally, a lump on your forehead where normally the glove would slide off, and in this occasion, luckily, the headguard is going to catch that punch for you, so your head's going to go back. Absolute madness. So Everlast, proper drop the ball there, and it's an expensive headguard as well for what it is. If I see anybody coming to my gym with this headguard, bearing in mind I've done this video today, I am going to laugh them out of the gym. That was my worst boxing gear in the world. Okay, avoid all of them. There's plenty of fantastic equipment that is out there. My channel is there to help you pick the best gear, but also avoid this stuff, okay? You know, some of this stuff never gets any reviews from any reviewers, and why would they? Because why would they buy something that they know is not going to be very good? They're going to do the review, and then what's going to happen? They've got a piece of equipment that is absolutely rubbish. What they're going to do? All they're going to do is chuck it away, and all they're going to do is waste their money. And some of the items on this list were expensive, absolutely expensive. So what I would say to you is, avoid these. These are, I know we've just had Christmas, but these are turkeys. Avoid the turkeys. So look on my website, fit2boxchannel.com. On there I have got comprehensive lists of the best gear all the way down to the worst gear that I have reviewed. If you go on there, I'm not saying that you're going to agree with what I've put as champion or even first or second, but what you will be able to do is you'll be able to look down the lists and see something that you really like, that really suits your style, and you'll be able to know that it's a fantastic product because of its ranking. You'll also be able to avoid it if I've ranked it low. I do the channel to help you get better boxing equipment. This list today, bit of fun really, but there's some real stinkers in there. Avoid them. Do not waste your money. So, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe to Fit2Box channel, and I shall speak to you soon.